How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful evening. I am a little disheveled today, but hey, you know what I mean? I've been gaming a lot this week, so it's okay for me to look a little homeless, right? I still didn't fix this, so we're just gonna move past that. Just ignore this, right? Ignore this. We'll figure it out another time. Maybe tomorrow, because tomorrow I wouldn't have to stream super early. What else do I need here? I need this over here. I need to get BNet up and running. Bro, that Paladin crash out in the Paladin Discord is worse than it looked at first. At first I thought to myself, like, wait, this seems kind of silly, but apparently this thing is much, much worse. Holy dude. The crash out is real. And the dude, look, I don't agree with the crash out, dude. I don't think it's valid whatsoever. I get it. You're upset with your class, maybe not. How is Paladin doing numbers-wise? Is it actually that bad? Is it actually that terrible? Because he's like, Paladin is at its worst, but it's like the most played class in the game. The most played melee. Most played spec. In general. Red Paladin. Literally the most popular. How are they doing damage-wise? Are they even showing up in Sims? I went to Simulation Craft and it's showing prot. It's not showing red anywhere. Am I dumb? I'm not seeing a pink bar anywhere. Is this not complete? Did they just not do one for red? Keep it up with me as MM. Yeah, like, is it because I'm not seeing a lot of performance in raid? At that point, like, I would even say Douglas. It's a raid, brother. It's a raid. You need a raid buff. You need one Paladin. You either get prot or holy. There's no reason to bring multiple rets unless they're doing like Giga Slam damage for a specific purpose. But that's been like that every season, brother. You know what I mean? Is anybody... I want to see if any of these guilds are running a red, actually. Plexus, Consequence, no red for those guys. Nerfed, do have a red. Crimson... how do I see like the actual Manaforge Omega? I want to see the like Erase the World first and see what comps people are running. There we go. I can see a little bit of that. Hold on a second. We actually could see the comps, man. Hold on. These guys are not running a red, but they have a prot, right? These guys don't have a prot, but they have a holy and a red. These guys not running a red, but they have a holy, so you know Pally buff is covered. Here they're doubling up on Dev and Shadow Priest for the cleave, which makes sense. Demon Hunter and Frost DK are popping off too. You gotta double up on classes that are doing really good. Marksman, Arcane Mage, there's an Outlaw Rogue, no red, but a holy, and you got a prot here, and that's the only Paladin they need, because again, you just need a buff. Double Evoker, double Demo, double Frost Mage for the cleave. Not unusual. I'm surprised no Outlaw Rogues, because that seemed like a really good spec for this fight specifically. Double Demo, double Frost. Like, it feels like we got compositions for a proper... Look, these guys are running double ret on Amazing Zoo, right? If, like, none of these... you see a red palace here and there, but you don't see them, like, super uncommonly, right? Especially as I scroll further down, I'm seeing more and more rets. So, like, are they really that behind? Are they doing that badly? Am I in the wrong here? Because the dude, literally them shut... So, chat, what they... Let me go from the start. So there's a big red Paladin crash out happening in the Paladin Discord where they essentially decided to shut down, temporarily, shut down resources that players go to like, hey, how do I play my class? Hey, can somebody answer a question for me? I want to learn better how to play my class. That's what people go to class Discords for, is to get some resources to learn how to play better. Also, did Blizzard change this for me? I don't remember this being my background. Ever. Yeah, give me the original Adventures Rest for the EU. I just kind of want this, dude. This looks nice. This looks okay. But yeah, they straight up just shut it down. They were like, oh, Paladin is undertuned. Therefore, Blizzard is telling us they don't want us to play Red Paladin. Therefore, we're going to follow up their lead and shut down resources that many players use to get better at the class because Blizzard just doesn't want him to buff him like I want to buff him. It sounds like either, hopefully it's just one guy. Hopefully it's a one guy situation and it's not like the entire Discord community. Because I was about to say, like, dude, people are memeing on it. It's going around everywhere. Brother is just crashing out. And I'm just thinking to myself, dude, I'm going to have to start having to defend Red Pallies. I'm going to have to say, I'm going to start having to tell people, not every Red Pally, man. Not every Red Pally. That guy is doing his own thing. Not every Red Pally, though. Trust. Trust, trust, trust. I swear to God, dude. I swear to God, dude. Why does it keep saying I have some kind of like... Oh, I do have a gift. Shade for Brew Thief. Wait, does that mean I have the turtle thing too? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I do. Woo. Let me see if I can get the shade for Brew Thief out. Do you do anything? I don't like the sounds you're making. You're going back in the box. I don't like that at all. Alrighty, boys. Let's get some duels tonight. Johnny, are you ready? Leo, are you ready? Actually, you're the same person. Do we have groups? Johnny, are you good, my guy? Are we good, my man? Why did it say you're offline on EU? Why did it say I'm offline? I'm online. Look, I'm online. Yeah, online. Connected to Americans. Am I offline on EU? I gotta relog. Yes, sir, I'm ready. Is Plush around, or do I have to make a second group? I think I might have to make a second one. Alrighty, boys, you know the drill. Get in here, EU. We need a second group up and running. Groups is listed. A group is listed. And let me also post how to join in if y'all want to pop in. Let me post a spam in the chat and pin it. Beautiful. Bro, the rage quit by someone and took it personally. Wait, what? Bro got rage baited by someone and took it personally. It's called loser. You talking about the red palette crash out guy? Oh, so Johnny, am I showing up online for you? Or, okay, I am showing up online. At least for somebody. At least for Tama. Tama loves me. We need more bodies, boys! Red palette, yeah. You see the screenshot from one priest in general earlier about absolute thievery? What absolute thievery? What are we talking about? But yo, that guy, man. Yeah, you're online, good sir. Awesome. Awesome. If y'all want to join in, boys, I got a second group up and running right now. Get in here. Does Ash want to join? Hey, duels tonight? See if Ash is down for down to clown. Is Plush online today? I actually don't know. Let me double check. He's not on, so I guess he's doing some stuff with the fam, maybe. Good for him, man. Good for him. Hey, want to join 5V5 duels tonight? Hey, duels. Let's see if Cobra is down. Is who was it? Rick? Does Rick want to join in? Does Too Fast want to join in too? By chance? Hey, do want to join 5V5 duels, friend? Replied in general when you're free. It looked too unreal just to say. Arca 2-piece making DP hit 50% harder from just Halo is nuts. I'm guessing there's a force that's gonna rocket to 60-80%, 35. Yeah, so what I heard is the tier set is a really so the tier set is good, but then they also juiced up mind flay damage by a bunch, and that interacts directly with Archon, where mind flay insanity just hits really hard. So it's a couple of little things. The screenshot. What screenshot? Oh, you mean with the... Oh, God, you got 4 pieces of gear? Yo, you big roller. What the hell? That's a lot of gear. Was that LFR or is that normal run? Привет, только с отпуска вернулся. На следующей неделе приду. Okay, so Cobre cannot join tonight. He can join next week. He came back from a vacation or something. Pushing keys current next time. Sounds good, my guy. Who else could we get in then? We need bodies, boys. We need bodies then. Does Locke join these? I don't remember, dude. I actually don't remember. Lore. Playing Dombang. Yo, yeah, play Paladin, man. Play Paladin. Funny how... Yeah, sure. Yo, we'll get in here, my man. Cool, so we got Blago. I'm not seeing Rick, so he ain't online. This is for the time being. Does Riptides want to join? Hey, want to join... join 5V5 Duels friend? Question mark? Does Shadow join these? I don't remember actually. Oh, Ribaro. Hey, Duels tonight? Logging? Riptides is hopping on. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, boys. New trailer for Midnight has the Xbox logo in the beginning. I did not. I've been seeing screenshots. I didn't see Xbox logo, but I've been seeing screenshots though. I've been seeing screenshots, but I did not see an Xbox logo. Do you have a screenshot of it, Blaine? Because I wanted to make a video on like the leaks for Midnight have been getting wild, dude. In the last few days of this thing, like coming out on Tuesday, I think 19th. I think it is. 19th is Tuesday, right? Monday? Oh, it is Monday apparently. Never mind. Yeah, trailer opens with an Xbox dum thing. Really? Is it one of those like Xbox Studios support? Or are they actually bringing WoW to consoles, man? Bro, they're gonna have to do a lot in order to, unless they're literally like, hey, playing console, 1-button rotation. I swear, I shit you not, if that's what they do though, they're gonna have to buff up everybody who's plays it with a 1-button rotation damage-wise. They're gonna have to, bro. It's like Xbox Studios sound. I need to see it. If you have a link or like a screenshot of it or something, that'd be great. I'm sure, because I saw a bunch of leaked screenshots, and there's a lot of cool stuff that we've seen. But yeah, I'm still planning on making a video. I think maybe I'll probably work on it. If this thing is coming out on 18th, maybe tomorrow, and then we talk about Midnight. Maybe tonight. By the way, Diablo 4 Season 10 is getting insanely good reception from community. We might have a hype season. I actually watched Riker go through it, and he's very excited. And I don't know if it's one of those like YouTuber excited for content type of excited, or if Riker is genuinely excited. Because it sounds like, from what I know about Riker, he gets excited about every new season, even though it's powers, but then he like stops playing after like a month or something. Like season... I mean, he's a good guy. Don't get me wrong. He does get excited, but it's like, is it going to be excitement that sticks? You know what I mean? But then again, I also don't play enough Diablo, so maybe I just don't know. Little Epoch of PoE. RPGs. Maybe that's why, right? There's always, you know, grass is greener on the other side kind of deal. Most likely. It's a reaction of another WoW player, but it shows it. It's a reaction of a WoW player. Doorstep teaser Midnight. Oh! Oh, it does have an Xbox logo. Wait. I have not seen this at all. Chat, can we watch this real quickly together? I have not seen this at all. Hold on. Yeah, I have not seen this shit at all. What is this? Why does it have an Xbox logo? Anybody concerned a little? Anybody a little concerned? This makes me a little concerned. This makes me a little bit concerned. I'm not gonna lie. I have not seen this. Why haven't I seen this? Oh, is that where that's from? Yep. Yeah, that's where that's from. Okay, I was wondering. I have not seen this. So that's one of those screenshots that was like a leak screenshot, quote unquote. Came out before this thing. Is that it? At least they didn't put it on a TV, right? At least they didn't put it on a TV, like in a living room. Or at least they put that on a PC, right? I mean, that's pretty cool. Anything at the end? Nope. Tune in. No, just Xbox logo. Just Xbox logo. Wait! Model face! I was trying to get you in. The hell? Okay, well, there's that. Well, that was that. That was awesome. Alrighty, we still need 2 more. 2 more. What else can you invite, man? We need 2 more bodies, boys. Where is EU? What's happening? Start of a season. And EU is sleeping. What else can you invite? Liz Lindstrom doing this? I don't remember. Mayori? Does Mayori join these? He's in a priority, so I'm just gonna let him do his priority thing. Also, I still need to do a hard mode run of Tazavesh at some point this week. Does Judy want to join? Or is he already in the group? Does Oscar join these? He's in a Coliseum. He's already queuing something. Shadow? Oh, he's in a BG already. Jeep Ravine, I'm pretty sure is a BG Blitz thing. Oh! Hey, friend. Duels? Shamtard, we can get him in here, man. That'd be awesome. Get my boy Sham in here. Tarzad? I don't know how to say your name. You want in? Oh, wait. The Mint? Do you want to join in? Oh, is it? Oh, he's already in. I think the Mint is already in, probably with Johnny, right? I'm assuming. Hello? Does Crank want to join? Hey, Crank, want to join Duels? Chopper? Okay, so we still need like what, 2 more bodies, right? So I'm just gonna ask around Carnage. Hey man, wanna join 5v5 Duels? See if he's down for it. DK is really good right now for Duels. It says a hard mode skill to +10s. Yes, it's +10. Plus extra mechanics. There are also extra mechanics. Like when you pick up the bombs in the one fight, the mailroom boss, I think you're rooted when you pick up the bomb, so you have to pass it to another person. Can't help with a friend. All right, cool. So Tar can't join in. We still need a couple of bodies. Does Pascal want to join? Hey, Duels tonight? He plays Paladin. Maybe he wants to go in and just slam. Ooh, MML. And we're gonna go back to work. Hope you have a good stream, Dal. Alright, sounds good, my man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for bopping in. Okay, so Shadow cannot join in. Who else do I invite? Gabber? Wait, so I thought it was Garaber for a second, but it's called on the guy. Hey, Gabber. Wanna join 5v5 Duels? By chance, bro? I don't remember Roton joining these. In answer, I'm pretty sure you're just pushing stuff. So let him do his thing. Okay, so we still need 2 more bodies in. 2 more bodies on the EU and we're good to go. Where's my man Plush, dude? Where's my boy Plush? Also, where's Kragar, chat? Where is Kragar? We need my man Kragar back in on these. Also, Rig, dude, we actually are missing so many regulars over on the EU tonight. What is happening with this weekend, man? First week of the season. I think everybody would be on, man. Or maybe everybody were on earlier. Or later. Or something. Can I invite to guild? I talk about Dalaran Gaming Duels EU. Yeah, I can invite yeah. I'll try to invite if I can. Am I part of the guild? I am part of the guild. Invite member Tama Terran Mill. Is that working? Yeah, there we go. We got Tama in here, dude. Hell yeah. I forgot that there was a guild, man. I forgot that there was a guild, honestly. I forgot. Need 2 more than we good. Hopefully you guys were able to get all 5. 4 more tier 11 dozen. I can finally get hero track items from him. Oh yeah, didn't they also do a thing where they give everybody free XP for delve completion on everybody? I haven't done any delves this week, so I still need to go and do that. I was gonna probably slam like a couple 11s on my blood DK or something just to get more brand levels or whatever. Alright, Gabber said, think of the offer, I'll be watching it later. Sounds good. Alright, so Gabber is a no-go. We need a couple of more bodies still. Who else they invite, man? Who else have I not invited? Broton is in Tazavesh. I'm gonna start inviting everybody, I guess, yeah? Kimpachi? Wait, Sabo? Hey, those? Got 2 spots. Got my shaman in here, bud. Get in here, my bud. And whenever Karner is out, I'll see if he's down to go some duels, maybe. The drone is in a deep green ravine. Hey, Marcy, wanna join duels? City of Threads. Is that like the zone? Is that Arakara? Is that what he's doing? It was like City of Threads. Isn't that a dungeon? In my head. Yeah. But I somehow got 8 boss summon from last week, so I get to save 16k undercoins. And 8 boss summon. What do you mean 8 boss summon? Like a tier 8, like Kaveza randomly pop in? Or what? And then I'm the summons the boss. Oh, okay. I've gotten a bunch of those actually when I was doing my stuff last week. Alright, we gotta get Sabo in here, and then we still need a +1. Sabo is joining, but we still need 1 more. Who was I mousing over just now? Night Fiend? Oh, I think I saved the highlight, thank God. Hey man, wanna join 5V5 Duels? We need 1 more. 1 more body. Oscar, did I? Pascal, I did ask Pascal, okay. Proxy is in a Dornagal thing. Yeah, you got a +8 of them already sitting around. Oh, you got 8 boss summons. Okay, I see what you mean now. Yeah, I don't know if I got 8. I got like maybe 4, maybe half that, 3, 4, somewhere around that. But I just got them sitting. But yeah, why did they make it so that you don't get maps until you get like a little bit of delve stuff done? I still gotta get my delve stuff done. I gotta get my time walking done. And I gotta jump on PTR and play some Legion Remix. Although the problem with Legion Remix is I feel like as soon as I touch it, I'm just gonna stay there forever. And it's up for like 2 weeks. But I really wanna go play PTR Legion Remix, man. Just play a shit ton of it. Yesterday I ended up having to do way too much work stuff. And I couldn't really actually play, get gear, and do stuff. I literally was just like, any time I was spending on yesterday, I was mostly just working. Which was fun, but I feel like I missed out on a lot. And then I made some food. Decided I actually gonna properly cook something. Made some smash burgers. Really need to get myself one of those like presses. All right, so we still need one more, dude. Who else do I get in? I think Tar. I messaged him already. Cylon, I messaged him. I messaged Night Fiend. I need like one more, man. Literally one more. Does Ben join this ever? I don't remember. I don't actually remember. Kinda hoping I see like Rick or somebody pop on. Somebody who's done the group before, so I can just make him lead. Which will make my job a lot easier. Or like Telrion too. Telrion will be an awesome pickup as well. Does Nick have a group? I'll actually ask him. I probably should have asked him earlier. But I'm assuming he already has a group. You ready? Yeah. Well, I know you guys. If you're with Johnny, he did tell me you guys are ready for a while. We literally just need one more, man. We just need uno mas. Oh, my back is so messed up. Slept on it wrong. Did I message Ash already? I did. Okay, cool. I'll see if maybe Ant wants to join him. Alright, boys. We're waiting on that one. Waiting on that one. We are missing so many regulars, though, man. Rick ain't here. Jayhawk isn't here. Plush ain't here. I need, like, either one of those guys to hop on, and then we'll have, like, somebody to lead the group, man. Make my job much easier. Take me in. Alright, Night Fiend. You're in, my man. You are in. Tama, I'm gonna make you lead if that's cool with you, yeah? As soon as you get in. Okay, group is ready. Making Tama lead. What's your name? Tamna Teak? Okay, yeah. I forgot there was an N. I thought it was Tama. No N. But make it lead. All you gotta do is just chill, and I'll message you on Real ID asking you whether the group is all good or we're not ready, all that. And I'll take over like running the groups and everything. Spectator match. Johnny Boy. Tom the 5 on the grand one. Or invite spectator match. And okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. What the hell is happening over there? I see them dudes moving around for a second. For some reason I thought it was like NPCs. You ever just have like those NPCs that hang out for like a holiday or whatever? They usually will hang out like in front of the like a banner, like a Darkmoon banner. I honestly thought it was a panda and a Tauren just like dancing around as like random NPCs. But then I remembered we are on an RP server where people pretty much act like an NPC is like just a regular thing, a regular occurrence. You know what I mean? Lots of Pallies on one team, but not too many. A bunch of shamans on this team though too. So it's gonna be pretty like one-sided on the left team and a bunch of variety on the right team, right? Which got ourselves a group with Dawn's Bane over for the team one, with Ralph Fist over in the back as well. I was thinking for a second, like, what is... I was gonna ask you, wait, I was gonna say, are you a Nightborn? Because I was thought to myself, wait, that helm is kind of huge. Is it me, or does this helm look huge on a Blood Elf? Like, absolutely ginormous. Like, this guy's got a big head. Or maybe it's like the shoulders? Is it just me, or does that helm look way too big on a Blood Elf? I was thinking it was like a Nightborn kind of a thing, because the helms on them are kind of big too. just because the heads are kind of small for the rest of the body. You know, lanky night elf looking kind of guy. Call of Duty is going to be first up versus Saba, instantly dotting him up, got himself the trees and everything. Question is though, who here has their tiers and bonuses? It doesn't look like Judy's got one, because he doesn't have his Dryad or anything, so he's not going to be able to ramp up damage. Saba, however, potentially might have his, and if he's getting in procs, I think he's a Tempest. So as long as he gets some of those Tempest procs, he might be good. Thunder onto Drudy for a second, does break out of the root with a burrow. That is a 3-minute cooldown being traded, however, for a root, which is going to be a little unfortunate. Wait, he does have a tree. He does have his tier set. He does have a Dryad. Never mind. So he might be able to do some big damage with the Star Surge eventually. Disarm with the Saba, do this for Trinket. Trying to see if he catch up to Drudy. Drudy trying to go for a slowdown. He is able to escape the Thunder, the Tempest, the Lightning of Saba. The Wind Strikes, however, continue to press on with more Tempest procs. Cyclone trying not to get kicked. Does get a juke it, but it's over. Just way too much damage. Saba lightning bolts him down with Natty. Gonna be up next, dropping down a big upheaval. Eruptions right after into a lasso. Does go for a trinket, trying to see if he can stay mobile. And looks like Saba, however, is able to land himself quite a bit of a healing pickup with walls also available. He does have the evokers. They just nerfed them. Yep, they nerfed them. Yesterday, apparently, they nerfed the evokers. They used to do a ton of damage. They used to one-shot people. They wouldn't be around for long, but they would just global you and one-shot you. And there was nothing you could do about it. It was wild. Natty, though, is only going to have those helper evokers whenever they deep breath. So unless you're going for that time loop, which I think you might actually be able to soon. Oh no, you already did rewind. So you might be able to get deep breath back a little sooner. Eruptions is spamming at Saba, but it's just not really doing as much damage without the primer of like a fire breath upheaval combo, where then you have the big bombardment damage. Got himself living flames to at least keep himself alive and healthy. He's gonna go for immunity as Saba closes the gap. Saba does get a root into Natty. I think he's still able to build up Maelstrom at the very least. I don't know what that was, just by the way. I don't know what that freeze was. Trying to go for a kick, does not connect. It's going to be Natty charging in forwards, but he's got himself a bit of damage. He's having to go for a lot of recovery himself. Living Flame just to keep himself nice and healthy. With Saba trying to see if he can get himself a root around the corner, holding Natty down with a stun as well. Natty can't stop unless he can take down the totem. Double stun right after. It's going to be huge lightning, so Natty might just go down cheat death. Didn't die immediately. With Shiny going to be up next into Assassination Rogue. Pretty sure the coin rogue, isn't it? Yeah, coin flips are in. Cheap shot. Does he have a big setup? Got himself some kind of a mark onto Saba for a second. Getting the shot. Does not sit long at all. Saba will need to use everything to survive this. May just want to go Ascendance and just rock damage back at Shiny. King's Bane is in play. He's got himself the big coin flips. Massive damage out of the Shaman though. Cloak Shadows with advantage for the Rogue. For Saba, that's an opportunity to at least recover some health. Forcing Rogue back into the stealth. Trying to see if he can come out. I think Cheap shot him, but he just takes him out, wiping out the Rogue in just a few globals. I don't know if the Rogue ran out knowing that he had DRs onto Saba or what, but does get rocked fairly quickly. Argent Daw people terrified me. Yeah. I feel like that should just be an out of context quote. Just by itself. Just by itself. Wall out for Saba. He's got himself big breath, but DC'd! Saba pulling out the big Shaman moves and dropping him the lightning disconnect on the guy. Literally zapping his modem. What is happening? What is a disconnect? Leo just walks up, DCs, and Saba taking him out, which is super fortunate. Marcel is going to be joining in though as a assassination rogue. Saba so far just running these boys out of town, man. My God. I done so many keys with them as well. They just have a weird route to play Void Weaver Disc with no tier set. Is Void like no tier or like tier from season 2? I don't know, man. I think Void Weaver Disc is pretty fun. It's a big damage build. It's pretty cool. You just focus on doing damage, but yeah, Archon is a safer. Quick knock by Saba right into a root totem. Cloak shot is for Marcel unless you go for a reset. DFA is a choice, but I kind of love it. Stun totem is going to land the stun. Marcel without a trinket. Wait, does Marcel just go down? Still in the totem range. It's going to go down with Storm Strikes and Saba. Taking these boys out with 1-2, 1-2. All right, Saba. All right, my man. So somebody said enhancement shaman kind of blows. I don't think they're that bad. That being said, against Leo, that was a DC. To be fair, against Leo, that was a DC. So that duel Like Leo couldn't even like do anything. But I guess everybody else, he just stood his ground. He did pretty good, right? I think he did pretty good. Let's get another one going. Trauma, let me know if the group is still 5 and ready. Otherwise, Johnny, we're good with the group. Ready. Alrighty. I don't know what happened with the DC, man, but hopefully that doesn't strike again, right? 890. Oh, 900. Elo relogging. Cool. Awesome. And Trauma, beautiful. Thank you, Trauma. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's all I need. Yo, Dal. Yo, TK, how you doing, my man? Thanks for the outlook video. Always, buddy. Always. And we got the Discord, the guide. It's got still some weird things like the title I haven't updated, but it is full. It's complete. It is complete. It is actually like I didn't do the flavor text stuff, but it is set up for season 3. Let me go and correct it. It is functional. I basically updated everything about it. Okay, I need to change it from 11.1 to 11.2. But yeah, I gotta update the flavor text of like what's new in the season. But I updated the rotation, the cooldowns, everything. So all that is up to date. Everything outside of the flavor text is up to date. I also need to add a thing where image builds aren't viable. No, I already have that. Never mind. Never mind. Real good. Real good. And I gotta remove the thing with the recent buff to tricks because that's no longer recent. But like, yeah, all the flavor stuff, I just gotta top it up a little, but everything else is clean. It's all up to date and it's really, really good. But yeah. Yeah, it's actually functional. So if you want to reference that at any point, you're good. Alright, we are set into a... We're gonna send into a hook point. But yeah. What's up, Dala? What's up, Laura? Yeah, hopefully that guy, hopefully you guys will find it helpful. Definitely, I highly recommend getting the weak aura for Roll the Bones and a weak aura for Keep It Rolling. Trust me, it'll just make your life much easier. It'll tell you when to roll. It'll tell you when to lock in your buffs. Just follow the weak aura and you don't have to think about the Roll the Bones mechanic at all. This works for PvE and PvP content. It's perfectly fine. It's a good button. You don't have to think about it whatsoever. The conditions for Roll the Bones, like, Outlaw Rogue already has a lot going on, and you want to try not to waste your combo points as best as possible with that spec. Yeah, so, like, just focus on the day-to-day gameplay, managing your cooldowns, and then just let the weak aura control the buff stuff. Trust. Even if you're someone who doesn't play with a lot of weak auras, I highly recommend it, because I think you'll just find it much, much easier for yourself, man. Much, much easier for yourself. Make the class less of a headache. They definitely need to streamline Outlaw. Definitely they gotta streamline it. Whatever they want to do, like remove some of the cooldowns we have. That's too many. But yeah. Alrighty, switch. Got ourselves John Bane over for the team one, ready to go. Actually get a chance to play. Last time Saba walked in and just took all the glory for himself. I like the eye patch. Did I get both eye patches? I definitely need to go grab the other one. It looks so good. They're like really, really nice quality ones. Lenthar is going to be first up as a Beastmaster Hunter, sending in the pets immediately. Oh, I also like his Borealis lookalike set, dude. I like how there's a classic Paladin, and we got the classic Borealis Hunter. I love the looks of these two, man. The mock game is real. Stun onto land, does go for a trick and back it up under the Dawn's Bane with the wings. Does he have Wake of Ashes wings, or does he have real wings, actually? I don't know. Freezing trap down, does end up walking into it. This gives Lenthar a chance to at least recover a little bit. Still doing a bunch of damage to Dawn's Bane. As long as you can get a couple of pet procs, you'll be good. Especially if you can get that haughty proc, you just run in and do a leap. That would be some mad damage right then and there. There's got us a double mastiff to it. What a pet combo. I love it. Lenthar is going to have to find a way to get Dawn's Bane out in the open them to get some damage in. You're just backwards walking at him? I don't really know what that was all about. I don't even know what that was all about. He was just straight up just backpedaling at him. Unless it was just like a weird lag. Try to see if you can back up out of there. May need some more defenses though. Duel needs something. Does go down. No turtle. No exil. Maybe if they that last second back it up out of there. Maybe that would have helped. Leo walking in with an AMS full burst. Dawn's Bane has a bubble. Is going to immediately use it. Question is, does Leo steal the bubble? Because he did put down a dark sim on the guy. He did steal the bubble, just DK walking up with just a full bubble, full burst. Nothing the Paladin can do about it. That is diabolical. Maybe that's why it's better to... Actually, I guess he was stunned, wasn't he? I was going to say, maybe it's better to just lay in hands immediately, but he's stunned, so it's not like he can do much. What is your bog? Tama! I guess he's got his tier, he's got his PvP gear, he's like, you know what, good enough. No mug, no problem. Wait, what? You just stole a flurry from him? Is that what I saw? Dude, these Death Knight spell stealing abilities is kind of rough, man. Much appreciated, man. Sure thing. Rolled 6 out of 3 times back to back. I try to tell him the spec isn't always this fast and it's getting fast lucky. Bro, that's all. No. That's telling me the spec is like this. When you're good at the spec, you're constantly rolling 5 buffs. Easy, guarantee. No issue, no problem. Yeah, was the last, dude, last tier set from Undermine used to be a talent. That thing was nuts, man. This higher chance, like a 60% chance to get a, no, 20% chance to get a 5 buff, 60% chance to get a 2 buff. Is so nice. I feel like that should be baseline. It is so nice. Freeze onto Leo. Does get himself a full stun lock, full combo. Leo, why to be able to IBF? It does IBF with an AMS as well. He's using every defense to just try to see if he can escape this. Does try to see if he can get himself some kind of a spell skill onto Tama. I think his spell skill with a knockback ability. Grip in, does get a stun, grip right back in. Silences, Tama goes in for a full block, and this is going to be Leo. Still with cooldowns rolling, breath still active. Wants to see if he can promote it. Is actually going to go and remove that pet. Remove that extra summon. Does get himself some big kill commands, kill machine procs though. Get him those double Death Advance Glacier spawning. That means he's getting himself some fatty obliterates. Big obliterates. Meteor dropping down onto Leo's head. Tama back behind the pillar with the shifting power. Leo definitely is going to have to use some kind of a CC combo in order to walk up at Tama and get himself some kind of like a lockdown. Tama sitting down for food. Leo with a first aid. Tama is going to be able to recover a bunch unless Leo walks up and interrupts it. Which you might just, at this point, I feel like, yeah, just reset it. Get some cooldown. So I think it's trying to see if we can bait a breath out of him. Nova, not a breath. Not a breath, not a breath. As long as if you can get bait a breath out of the guy, that'd be great. But outside of that, yeah, I think Leo's just gonna have to wait this out. He's got silence. He's got himself a sword setup he could do versus Tama. He's got himself the big grip, blind to follow. He could go for some damage and a silence right after. So it's gonna give him, ooh, the panda racial, however, does stop a lot of it. Frost bomb, grip, breath to follow. Tama is gonna go for a full-on stun lock combo. Leo does have a human racial. He is actually gonna go for AMS to make sure he doesn't get stunned. Block out for Tama. Block out for Tama. Leo does end up trying to spell steal some kind of a buff from Tama. I don't know what he was able to spell steal. But with the stun lock, Tama has nowhere to go. Shields are up, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to try to see if he can reverse blink. Flurries are down. Try to slow him down. And this for a second, just for the damage reduction. It's still a lot of damage out for Leo Poly, but the Riders still do connect with WFR bot. Gonna be up next. Dropping down full stun onto Leo. Human racials out of it to escape this very, very quickly. AMS trying to see if he can back up out of there. Does technically have some cooldowns with the silence, but that's a full-on hit for Shaman. Rocking you with back-to-back wind strikes. All you can do is Chain of Ice slow him and try to maybe pop a defensive, slow him down, silence onto WF. I guess I just call him bot. For some reason I want to call him WTF bot, but WFR bot. Unless it's supposed, is it supposed to be W for real? W for real bot. Is that what it's supposed to be? But bot is going to be right on Leo the entire time. Leo does have defenses. That's some cooldowns available. He does have himself the rune weapon as well. That's a lot of procs to the bot though. Got himself some big crits, wall out for bot. Got himself behind the pillar, looking for a bit of that recovery behind the pillar. Healing surges are available. Leo, does he have himself a good setup here? He's got totems that he can at least maybe build some procs off. He has riders coming up in 16 seconds. So maybe off of those riders, he might be able to push off something big here, man. Might be able to push off something real, real big. Gonna be a lasso for a second for bot. Knocking Leo back for a second. Still got a lot of defenses to work with in case he needs to. 9 seconds on that pillar of ice. So maybe that pillar is going to be what he's going to need to global down bot. Bot has a burrow and a trinket. That's about all he's got. Burrow, a trinket, and a dream. Full burst. He's got himself a trinket. Try to see if he can escape it. Bulwark totem. Leo tried to see if he can catch up to him. That's going to slow down to bot. Bot decides to stay in and play. Into a burrow last second as he gets super, super low. Doesn't knock up the riders for a second with a bit of a heal. Try to see if he can stay away from Leo. Leo still got plenty of defenses to work with. Bot with a root onto all these riders is going to end up rooting Leo as well. That totem doing wonders. And for bot, that's like quite a bit of recovery actually. He's still trying to stay on his toes the best possible, or rather on his paws. Trying to stay literally on his paws because it goes with everything. But he's got himself Sunlock Totem. He does not get to lock down Leo, unfortunately. Wind Rush Totem gives him plenty of movement to stay away from Leo or chase after him. Whatever he wants to do with it. Blind for a second. Bot was able to recover a lot of health though. So Leo tried to see if he could pick up some kind of a spell from bot. I don't know if he'll be able to pick up much. He's got himself yet another pillar. Wall out for bot. Sunder for a second. Just walking away from Leo with a full ascent. Leo trying to see if he can back up out of the lead by bot. Trying to stay on him as best as possible. It's going to sacrifice the ghoul. Does have IBF. IBF and Lich board. Every defensive has been sent. He does have a death pack that he can at least regain some health with, but that's about it. Trying to spam death strikes as much as possible while he's got a little bit of health. Dampening, however, at 37%, so he's not getting a lot of healing. And for bot, that's a full-on lasso, knocking Leo out the open with a Tempest right after. Leo might have to go for a couple of heals and then death pack. Might just have to death pack AMS. Might just have to. Choosing not to. He needs himself another lockdown into bot. He's got riders right now. He could go with a full riders combo. That is an ascend. Full stun onto bot. Is it going to be enough? Stun on him for a second. Is this enough damage? Bot trying to see if he can escape it, but he does go down. Leo taking him out. Oh my god. He does end up taking him with a blind onto Ralphus, who should be able to get himself a little bit of damage. And Leo got himself the Dawn Light. Yeah, Leo's just going to melt to the Dawn Light. Nothing he could really do about it. With Shiny gonna be up next, charging out, immediate cheap shot onto Ralphus, bubbles immediately, has got himself a bit of that damage, ramping up little by little, trying to see if he can keep the pressure rolling in, and the rogue looking to spread, but he's just dotted the entire time. I like the whole Xerath Mortis that he's got going on with a Demon Hunter face mask. That looks sick. I like that. I like the way that looks. What's up, game? What's up, Infuse? How you doing, my man? Hope you're doing good. Full bandages out for Shiny. Bob for Ralphus with a stun onto Shiny. Does he have enough damage here? Should have enough here at this point. The rogue with Dawn Light? Yeah, Paladins could just clobber rogues down with that Dawn Light. Not much you can do about it. Only 2 left over for the team 2. Rack needs to find a way to hold the fort here. It's him and Sabo. Gonna be Drudy immediately with full dots. Everything. Got himself the Dryad doing a bit of damage. Got himself Star Surges and a Starfall. That Dryad actually doesn't do that bad of damage. I think it's kind of cool thematically how Balance Druids and Balance Druids and Rested Druids can summon a Dryad when they're playing Keeper of the Grove. You know, they summon trees and they get to summon a Dryad. I honestly thought they were going to buff up the trees more. But apparently not. Another incarnation doesn't set a Dryad damage. Goldra just rotating burst after burst. That Dryad doesn't have enough damage. Oh, please, Dryad. Oh, no, Dryad. I think Dryad is dumb. I think Rock's still dead, but that Dryad literally just stopped casting and started meleeing. Oh, he's dead to the trees. Oh, he's dead to the trees. Hoping you can speak to the trees and tell them truth. Lorax, you may have to do Wake of Ashes just to self-kill yourself, honestly. Layer Enhance is available, actually. Ralk, have you used it? Question, have you used it? I don't know if he has. This is going to be full dots. If he has Layer Enhance, you better use it insta. Oh, man, his health. His health. Oh! That is a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. Man. It's going to be a roar out onto Sabo Trinkets and immediately just trying to see if we can stay on top of Drudy. Going to be a disarm right after as he got himself the Bloodlust. Looking to chase up after Drudy. He'd be able to get himself a bit of damage too. He's got himself Barskin. Is going to be a silence as he's got himself a burrow down. All the pets are in. Lasso to follow. He's got himself that Dryad who's actually doing a decent bit of damage. The Dryad damage is actually not completely incompetent. Drudy trying to see if he can leap right over. Zaps to follow. Try to see if he can get himself a regrowth or two. This is going to be a quick roar. Cyclone right after. Regrowth to follow. Got himself spamming regrowth. That's about all he's really got right now. Sabo needs to get himself an angle. Does get a Druid. Druid, however, is a Druid. He can just power shift out of it pretty easily. Pillar hugging and waiting for DM should be forbidden. Makes sure this starting very boring. The thing is, though, Blizzard made maps with a bunch of line of sight. And the only thing I can do is give you guys maps with less line of sight. As for like forbidden, like I wish I had more controls. Like if I could click a button and just all the line of sight is gone, I'd remove it, man. I'd remove all the pillars if I could. But blame Blizzard for not making maps without any pillars. You know what I mean? That's on them. You know what I mean? The way that they design PvP, however, I think they designed it with pillars in mind, honestly, though. Like there's got to be a reason why they put him in, right? Stun onto Sabo, gonna be a clone out for Drudy. Try to see if he can get himself some damage. Gotta be more zaps out for Sabo. Just trying to get himself an angle here. Root onto Drudy does go down. Boomies versus Shaman, man. It's always been a little bit of a tough one. But yeah, don't really know what he could have done there, honestly. Maybe like if he got himself a refresher with cooldowns or something, maybe it would have been okay. It looked like he had double incarnation, but I don't think he could have ever been aggressive at all. Hello, try to see if you catch up to Saba. Peek, leave, stun right after, leaping in with the meta. That's an opportunity for you to make all that damage as the Felskar do work. Saba with a big ascent. Try to see if you can do some damage. Oh! Just clobbered the Demon Hunter against all odds. Just kept on pressing out. What is that damage, Leo? What is that damage? That's a lot, man. I'm kind of nutty. Let's get us another one going, boys, yeah? Now, does the guide work for PvP? You can technically keep it rolling work for PvP, yeah. I would take, I would go defensive talents if you did that. We need one. Okay, invite. Yep. Send me the invite. Pass me lead, and I'll take care of the rest. Thank you. Thank you, beautiful. Appreciate ya. Alrighty, boys. We need a body. Let's sit on the Molten Core if y'all want to join us. I'm more than welcome to. I'll be heading out for the day now. Not feeling the best. Sounds good, Laura. Take care of yourself, my guy. Take care of yourself, especially if you're not feeling great, man. Beautiful. So we're gonna need 2 more bodies on my team, and we're gonna need Johnny's ready. So I need 2 more on my team, boys. If y'all want to join in, more than welcome to. If it is a raid postman because it would be sad and serious. I think that is serious. I think it is serious. It looks like they did shut down a whole like section in the thing. Unfortunately. Мне придется уйти. Спасибо огромное за игры. Хорошо. Саба, большое спасибо, друг. Приятно всем играть. Хорошо. В следующей неделе будем больше дуэлей на EU, если хочешь пойти. The pillars is just a target dummy smashing. To some degree, they do balance the game around pillars to a point. Like, there's a reason why they put them in. I don't think they add them willy-nilly. Of course, someone with infinite healing damage inside burst says that. I don't know if infinite damage and healing isn't enhancement really bad for PvP right now. But yeah, TK, you can make those the guys work for PvP. I like rotationally. Ambush is still a little better for PvP just because you technically because in PvP getting a proper keep it rolling 5 buff combo is a little bit harder, right? Having to ramp up for that can be difficult, but it can work. It's just fine. It was a little bit better last season because you had a higher chance to roll a 5 buff, and then you just lock it in with the keep it rolling. But this season, you can still make it work, right? Like, even if you get like 3 buffs and you lock him in, that could still be really, really good. Because you will get a lot of dispatch damage from summarily dispatched, which does a lot. Managed to do tier 11 on a Frost Mage 3 times. W spec. I imagine just like Blizzard, pat things around and nuke things down, yeah. Yeah. I've always found doing delves as a mage a little bit tough, unless I'm like rotating cooldowns pretty aggressively. Like as a rogue, I feel like, I guess as a rogue I also do that, but I have evasion, you know, so I can just press that every time. That helps out a lot. Frostfire sinking, double barrier, double frost ice nova. Yeah. I guess when I do them, I always do them as arcane. But yeah, if you're doing Frostfire with shields and everything, that's probably pretty good. Like when I play mage, I almost want Brand to be a tank. Because I feel like I'll kill stuff faster before Brand will die. As long as you're pulling like decent mobs, and I can just pop cooldowns into every one big pull. If you're so frosty, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I didn't get any tier pieces on my mage, unfortunately, but I do need to do delves in that character. Maybe a couple of dungeons too. Try to see if we can get some pieces of tier. Probably delves is worth it because it's like hero check at least, right? Bare minimum. I also could do like 10s. 5 2 sets is so dumb. Priest could potentially get a 4 set. That is crazy. I do have a 2 set on my Death Knight as well. I got one from what's it called? The Vault, and I could also pick up a Catalyst and the KSM one if we were to really push on that thing. And then I need one more. which with guild raiding, I'm basically not really a priority for gear. I basically take whatever gear there's going to be just like a rotting plate gear on that character, which I've actually gotten like a ridiculous amount on so far. Even on heroic and normal, just way too much plate drops, and not everybody needs it. But like, can't really be prio nothing in tier, which is not unusual, right? Not unusual. All right, so we still need what, like 2-3 more bodies on this one. Tried to delve 9 last season as Rogue. Died so fast with PvP gear though. Yeah, PvP gear scaling is not good for devs. Not great, unfortunately. But yeah, not great. Nasmershka, yo, how you doing, my guy? Welcome, man. How you doing? So with Nasmershka, we'll just need 2 more, and we'll see if maybe like Rick joins it or something. If you guys got any homies you want to invite, by the way, more than welcome to. And I got some squad. Do I invite him? Maybe Mayori. I think Marcia tried to invite earlier, right? Yeah, Marcia tried to invite. But yeah, oh, you know what we need? We need Talrion in on these, dude. We need my boy Talrion in on these. 100%. Need my boy in this. Hey, what's up, Naswashka? How you doing, my guy? Hope you're doing good. So we need 2 more for this team, and it'll be good to go. Johnny is already waiting and ready. That, or I need Plush to hop on, or Jade. Plush or Jade, because we ended up losing both Sabo and we lost Lore, unfortunately. I think we used to invite Naz in these, didn't we? I don't remember the names, man. I'm not great with names. Let's see if this one's joining. Hey, does want to join? See if the man is down for it. Oh, did we lose Riptides too? I think we did. I think we did. Alright, then we're waiting. Blood Deacon does so funny, just don't die. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Blood Captain is insane, man. Like, I'm so happy I got to kill Kaivesa on the Blood DK. Like, it was actually so easy. Like, you just don't take any damage. As long as you can Death Strike at the right time, you don't take any damage. And like, the defenses you have are huge. IBF, Lichborn, Leech with Lichborn is also really nice. AMS, like, increases your healing is also too. Like, I went full defense with that fight with as many offensive buttons as I could. And like, yeah, I do think that maybe they need to... Like, I kind of find the Tombstone ability a little annoying. I know it's a shield that sacrifices your Bone Charge, which is fine. But I kind of like how Bone Storm refunds you your Bone Shield charges. You know what I mean? I like that mechanic. I feel like maybe they should add that to Tombstone as well. Maybe like so over time it refunds it or something. Let's tell me you played a Deathbringer free Soul Reaper every 30 seconds. I did not play Deathbringer, no. I played the I played Sen Lan. I simmed it, and Sen Lan was simming a lot better for me. So I just played Sen Lan to shorten the fight as much as I could. Sen Lan was fine, because like a lot of Vamp Strike, I'm just spamming it over and over and over, and it's just chilling. Maybe Reaper would have been better, but who knows, man. Maybe Reaper would have been better in the long term. But I played Sen Lan because I wanted to have like a window where I could just do some damage while also being able to easily counter like the clones that Kaivesa spawns. That was the hardest part of the fight, is trying to aim and find the clones. Because they're really unforgiving. You gotta make sure you're facing them directly. And if you're not doing that, it's a little bit harder for you to really get any... Like, you're just gonna die. So, like, even if you try to flick last second, or if you try to look at them, but like slightly turn to the left, slightly turn to the right, or you're still looking at them, but you're like, you want to see to the right of you or to the left of you, the game thinks you're not looking at them. Unless you're looking at them directly in like a proper line. Doing this, but I'm still looking at you, but I'm, you know, can see peripherally left, you're not looking anymore. It needs to be a perfect line straight to the image. This is not good. This is good. This is not good. This is good. But I think this is fine. So I think they should expand the cone that would be counted as you looking at them, the frontal. I think they should make it as wide as like your auto attack cone. I think it would help a bunch. Metaforge Vandal's reputation increased to renown 2. Wait, what? Randomly? Players have been met with surprise logging in today, finding reputation Metaforge Vandal's raid reputation increased to renown level 2. Isn't that normal? Did they just automatically increase rep? I think they increased like everybody's XP with delves, so maybe they decided to set everybody to 2 for all the other things. Or maybe somebody found an exploit, so they had to reset everybody to 2. You have to do the campaign to grab the rep? Nope, you just have to enter the raid, I'm pretty sure. Or talk to an NPC to unlock the rep. That's all I had to do. Just had to talk to the guy in Metaforge Omega. Ooh, hey SP, wanna join 5v5 duels? See if I can get boy in here. Boy. Who else can I invite, man? Sure. Ooh, okay. Well, with him, we need a +1 still. Who else can I invite? This is already in the group. Oh, I'll give him a second. Is there a group? Yes, there is. I can invite. If you got a +1, I'll take a +1 with you. Alrighty, we need one more. Does Lin Drone do these? I don't know if I asked him. Lin Drone. I don't think I did. Yeah, let me hit up Lin Drone. Oh, hey friend. Okay, invited SP. Hopefully you'll take the invite in a second. It says it was in the group. That's what happened. So hopefully I can get him in. Alright, he's in. And did I ask Locke? Couldn't shuffle at the moment. Maybe later. Okay. Let's see if Locke wants to join in. Hey Locke, wanna join 5v5 duels, friend? Question mark? I think I asked Oscar too, right? Oscar. No, I think I did. That's another guy I could ask. Shapes. Oh no, he's already queued and stuff. Let him do his thing. How do I sign up? So we got the group up in the LFG. I'll list it under Molten Core. I also have at the top of the chat like a pin how to join in. But you just join the group or sign up for the group in LFG. Under Molten Core, it'll just be 5v5 1v1 duels. Make it under Molten Core, under Raid's Legacy. Just because it's a little bit easier for cross-faction stuff. Otherwise, I do it in custom. Also, today we are on EU. Tomorrow we'll be doing NA duels. Tomorrow we'll be doing NA duels. Wait, I think we had Pascal in these groups before. On EU, I think it was, right? Because I remember the name DXD, XD, I think it is. Is that what it's supposed to be? I can't tell, dude. The L's with a little accent on the top. I can't tell. Alright, so we still need Onomas. It'll be good. We need one more. It'll be good to go. And hopefully Johnny is still good on his end. I'm gonna try to see if I can scout out for Rick. If I see a Rick online, man, I'm gonna instantly invite him. I don't care. I'm gonna instantly invite that guy. Or Rest in Hell. That'd be both great players that I'd like to invite to the groups. If we can get him in. Talk to the NPC and the rep didn't unlock. Weird. Delve track done. Time to page for a good trinket of a hunter. Yeah, hopefully you get one, man. Yeah, so I still need to do my delves. I need to get my time walking out of the way on my rogue for a bunch of champ track gear. I finally got a good trinket, man. I got that demon hunter trinket on my rogue. Finally got a solid item out of the raid, which So far, it's been kind of mediocre items. Haven't really gotten anything good out of dungeons either. Kind of hoping to get an Arakara Sag Brood on hero track if possible. Or better yet, mythic track. That could work too. But yeah, Great Vault fully filled up. This weekend we'll be doing a hard mode Taza at some point. So that's an opportunity for another trinket or so from there. There's the sack trinket that could potentially do a lot of damage. Can't believe I've got the Demon Hunter feed on 2 classes. Bro, I have not gotten mine at all. If I can get this on hero track, that'd be great. Because I can upgrade them to like a higher rank where you can actually increase that bonus and make it go from like hero track to closer to mythic track. We'll give that full bonus. I don't know if mythic track also has the same bonus or if that's the cap, but still really, really good. So that'll be an upgrade. So unfortunately, those boots are mastery. I'm gonna have way too much mastery gear on my outwork this season. It's gonna feel weird. The bonuses doesn't go up. Apparently it does if you are upgrading it to a higher rank. At least it does when I did some simming on the unless I got it wrong. But when I did some sims over on the raid bots, because baseline on like mythic is 50, heroic is 4. No, never mind. For some reason I thought this starts at 30 and goes to 40. But never mind. That's my beam. You're right. I assume for some reason it goes up. Yeah, that means we should be doing the Demon Hunter boss on Mythic quite a bit if we want to get the most amount of damage. Although I don't know if that'll. I wonder if that'll be required for everybody to get like the boots for the cloaks upgrades before you kill Dimensius. Also, do we know what skips we have for the raid bosses? Because if we could do a skip to like first boss and then maybe do a skip to like the crystal guy and then Nexus King, or I guess maybe it skips all the way to Nexus King after the first boss. But I wonder where skips are going to take us. Because a lot of mine we already knew we were going to be able to get a skip to like One Arm Bandit. And then they added one for Mugsy as well. Or I think they would skip to Mugsy, but then they already one for One Arm Bandit too. But yeah, upgrade on Heroic and didn't go up. Okay, for some reason I thought it did. I thought for some reason it starts at 30 on Hero Track and could go up to 40 if you fully upgrade it, but I got it wrong. I confused my numbers. Alright, so we still need Uno Mas. Well, that's gonna invite, man. I think I've already. Oh, thank you, work. Hey, man, wanna join 5V5 Duels? He's chilling out in Delves, but we'll see. Yeah, and outside of that, we need. Actually, we're gonna need 2 bodies because Ralk popped off. Did a fast 11 delve, could have done 3 honestly. Wait, while we're waiting? Yeah, man, sorry. I'm trying to get these groups together, man. I'm trying my best, dude. A lot of the regulars that we usually have in these groups, they're missing, unfortunately. I'm trying my very, very best. I'm scouring my Bino as best as I can. Bayek, hold on a second. Hey, friend. Get him in here. And then I could maybe whisper. Trying to think who I haven't pestered today yet. Partners back to that M+ grind. He's still doing that. Majority is doing their thing. Diz solos. Pascal didn't message back. Oh, Delhi. That could work. And if I get Bayek to hit me back up, then that'll be our 5th. It'll be good to go. Unless maybe Varg would have joined. Hey Varg, wanna join? Okay, Swanky is a Swanky at work. I need to mark him as a PvE guy. Yeah, because he messaged me saying, I don't really do PvP nowadays. Sorry, good luck. GG's, friend. Appreciate you. Alrighty, have you done Fractalus? Yes, we've done up to Fractalus. We didn't have to split anything up until, what's this? The only time we had to put the team together is for Demon Hunter fight. And then we got a trolled Solid Bar, unfortunately. We're gonna come back to Solid Bar either tonight or tomorrow or Sunday or Monday, one of those days, whenever everybody's available, with a smaller comp and probably just obliterate them. We were running a lot of we were primarily even though we're doing splits to try to get as much gear as we could, at the end of the day, we are, only 20 people can be brought on for raid. So like every other guild, you just try to get as much gear as you can in Mythic Plus or in raid. And everybody basically on that main core team that usually makes the end of boss prog was slamming keys, getting a bunch of gear, but not everybody in the full 30-man roster. So then later a few bosses start to feel really the Solid Bar in particular start to feel really rough. Like the boss himself isn't bad, but we having to do weird things like having everybody stack for the tank splits and just pump healing because we were just not really doing super well in the positionals and people getting in and out, because we decided, all right, we're just gonna brute force it. We can do that. Then we do the sides and the adds. That doesn't seem that bad, at least on my end. But then when we come back in and try to do the dragon, we're still getting claws in weird spots, random deaths there. And then when we get into the final phase, for some reason people are dying to, I think it's either the outgoing damage or the stars. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, it's not going super well. So I'm wondering if it slimmed down the roster to everybody that plays, everybody that's going to be a part of the main comp. It might be a little bit easier. Less gear, but AOTC is probably good. Need 2 more bodies. Yeah, truly. Yo, what's up, my guy? Get him in here. All right, so we still need one more, dude. We still need one more. Dude, EU? What is happening, man? Day 1 of the new season, and there's nobody on, man. What is happening? Can I ask around if you want? It's up to you, man. Yeah, I'll take up 1 more body, if anything. Dude, EU? What is happening, boys? Last week, we were doing stuff. Able to get a bunch of stuff out of the way. A bunch of games. Today, we got I think 2. Literally 2. I appreciate you guys all hanging in here with the group as best as possible. We keep getting new person and they keep dipping out immediately. What is happening? Back down to 2. Back down, need 2 more bodies. Man, I got up for this? I have to wake up super early for these, man. For the EU duels. Hope Flush is doing okay. Is he any different in Heroic? Because I don't know if I have 2 mechanics. He is a Solid Bar? Fractalus? Oh, Fractalus, not really. If you have a map and you do the map, the stacking either through Northern Sky or if you have the liquid weak aura, and as long as everybody uses the same weak aura, it's really easy. Basically, we just keep green safe, and we stack left and right. Tanks are usually on yellow, which is the far left row, and they do their own stacky in clears. That's about all. Not bad. Do you want to stream on Twitch? I used to stream on Twitch, but I found YouTube to be a little bit more fun, and just worked out a little bit better. Whatever Survival Hunter is, TK, I do my man. That's Survival Hunter always one this year. Dude, I do wonder so too. We haven't seen much Survival Hunter in duels, unfortunately. But yeah, Survival Hunter in 1v1, I imagine would be really good. Really good. If you have full set of tier. I'm assuming you're talking about the Sentinel tier, right? With the grenades doing giga damage. They're doing a lot of damage right now, Survival Hunters. Even if you're playing the pack leader build, I think you also do a lot of grenade damage there as well, because you get a bunch of resets. But yeah, I mean, right now they're doing really good. But when you have the Sentinel grenades and giga damage, I bet you'll be obliterating people. absolutely dumpstering them with a couple of grenades. You don't get as many good resets on grenades though in PvE. Unless you're like in RBGs and you can like butchery cleave things. But yeah, I'm assuming that'll be really good. I want to see both. Yeah. Yeah, I want to see both too. Survival is just a not super often played spec, however. Whether it is PvE or PvP. I'd say it has probably a little bit better precision in PvP. But yeah. Flies? Is there going to be another one of those dip in, dip out? You know what? I'm actually wondering if this is random people that are joining the groups to do the phase diving treasures or whatever. Because that's what a lot of people were doing with, like, with the world boss or whatever. They were joining groups for like random group to see if they can get phased out in Koresh to see if they can find any more treasures for phase diving. When they don't see any, they dip out of the group. So it was constantly like a constant barrage of people constantly queuing up and then swapping group, queuing up and swapping group, queuing up and swapping group. So I'm wondering if that's what that was. I want to see if we can get SMNC in here. Maybe that would be our 5th for the night. Possibly. Get a couple of games in for EU. I still have a lot of games from EU from last week, dude, because NA, EU, you guys are, I love you guys. You guys are wonderful. But NA popped off, man. The clips that we're getting were wild. Templar with a 4-set. I mean, Templar even without the 4-set was doing a lot of damage on NA. I'm surprised none of you guys picked up Templar. I'm surprised all of you guys are playing the Herald build the entire time. None of you will go for the big Templar one-shot. But yeah, Templar with 4-set, where you could do a hammer into another hammer, it's going to be wild. Wild, especially if you can, like, off the bat go for, like, Divine Toll, Judgment, Stun, Wake of Ashes, hammer into a free hammer. Yeah, that's going to be crazy. That's seriously insane, which I am surprised that we don't have a bunch of people playing Pally Templar. It's really good, but at least on EU, a lot of you guys are still like Herald, only Herald. While on NA, they're just like Templar, or at least like I guess there was some people playing Herald too. It was Layson that played Templar, and I think they encouraged everybody else to play Templar, and then it was just like slamming. We got Stone, we had Stoneblood, I think it was in, and then somebody else in there too. It's been a second since we've done a lot of NA duels, and it's not like I have a good time, you know, remembering names or whatever. But no, it was pretty ridiculous how good it was. We had some Outlaw representation too, with Worko back in, dude. It was wild time. It was wonderful. Alright, who else can I invite, man? I've been scouring my BNet list up and down all evening long, dude. There's got to be at least a new soul. That is not soul, literally soul, that I can invite in here, man. There's got to be at least one soul on board somewhere out here. I'm also trying not to invite certain people that are PvE only, like Roto, for example. Try not to bother him too much. Playing Templar only, but Templar is super fun. Super fun. Plus, in duels, you basically just get to one-shot him, or you don't get to one-shot him. You either win or you don't. And for everybody playing against the Paladin, at least they're like, oh, thank God I'm not playing Herald. Thank God I'm not having to face a Herald Paladin where I'll just melt behind the pillar. Like, getting one shot by a massive hammer, like, people are more receptive to that than just melting to dots. You know what I mean? Melting to the big pally dot. But yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Alright, so we still need like Uno Mas, man. Still need Uno Mas. Oh, you know, I actually don't think I asked Mayori. Are they doing stuff? Alt Rogue? I don't think I asked Mayori. Let me double check. Mayori. Oh no, I did. Oh no, I did. Never mind. Okay, I'm not gonna bug him. I was about to be like, yo, Mayori, what's up, friend? Wanna join? But I already asked him. Alrighty, so we still need one more. Need that Uno Mas, boys, and we can get more games in. A lot of people just doing PvE right now. Yeah, I don't blame him. But also we're missing like Rick, we're missing Rest in Hell, we're missing Plush, we're missing like a lot of regulars, man. A lot of the regulars that usually join the duels. Plus Krager has not come back for the season. That's like a huge chunk of the EU that's also gone. Because wherever he goes, all his other EU boys also go with him. You know what I mean? I did message Bayek, so Bayek messaged me back. We could get him in. Or Ash potentially if he's down for it. Down for a couple of games. But yeah, I would just need like uno mas. So if you guys want to invite in your friends, you're more than welcome to. It helps me out tremendously. But yeah. Another spec that I want to see with tiers up, by the way, Johnny, with the 4-set in PvP. I think Death Knight is probably going to be really good as Deathbringer, right? Or hell, even the Rider one is also going to be really, really good too. Every pillar you get a free Trollbane that does a bunch of damage. That's going to be really, really good. Because then you just need to spawn in another Rider and then you're dealing even more damage with, I think, your Rune Expanding ability, so big frost strikes. Which they did nerf, but still going to be really good. Deathbringer really good. Yeah, with the Scythes. That's also going to be really, really good. Another one that's also really good, I think is the, I was going to say Mage, but I don't think it's the Mage that I'm thinking of. I was thinking it's about someone else. Shaman? Shaman got a really good one too. There's another class I was thinking, like, super excited about when looking at the tier set in PTR. Like, the potential was huge for the damage they could do. But now I'm like drawing a full blank on what class it was. It wasn't Warrior, it wasn't Rogue. Paladin, no. Paladin Templar is good, but no. It's another one I was thinking of that was like, ooh, that thing is going to be insane. I forget what it is, though. I forget what the class was. Is it Feral? I think it actually might have been Feral. Because I'm pretty sure they could grow like 3 vines on a person and just absolutely melt them. And that's like 6% more damage per vine times 3, like 18. You're looking at 80% more damage with the huge bleeds and everything. That one is also going to be really, really good. Seeing the Pharaohs running around just growing vines at people. I think it's going to be a little bit tougher in like actual like solos because it'll grow vines in multiple people. So it'll be better for like overall bleed, like overall spread. But in big like single target focus, that might be a little bit, that might be a lot better there. So in like proper 1v1 there, it might be really, really good. There's some really good sets, man. And they're not even nerfing them by 50%, only like by 33% instead. Or I think it's nerfing them by 33% or making them 33% as effective. I'm not sure. Which one is the chat? I don't know if they have like full patch notes. 11.2 patch notes. Let's see if they have one for PvP. There's no apply for PvP. No, I don't think that's it. Like a full notes. Fresh official patch notes. There we go. Tier. Nope. Mana Forge. Maybe it's Mana Forge or Mega Sets. Oh yeah, Mana Forge tier pieces in PvP are Omega class sets are 67% effective. So it's not 50% effective, it's 67. Yes, it's only nerfed by 32%, not by 50%. Yeah, so they actually are stronger sets than we've had previously. Normally they just get cut in half, and some brought up a little because they don't really have like a damage thing, and they just lose too much value. Maybe they're like an uptime thing or some kind of like a buff thing or whatever. But yeah, there are pretty strong versions of sets that we've had in the past. And it feels like getting full 2-set or 4-set this season is probably like the biggest gain you could do in PvP. Or you know, 10k 100 coins to up the gains, or what? Because damn, that doesn't seem like a lot actually. Unless you've been doing delves like all day on all of your characters, then I don't think it's unusual. I'll let you mess with it. Again, I haven't done doves this week at all, so that does seem like a lot, though. Like, off the bat, does seem like a lot. Alrighty, boys. Still need that Uno Mas, man. We need that one more order for the EU, dude. We need that one more body order for the EU so we can actually get some games in. Again, I appreciate you boys for hanging out with me tonight, man. I do apologize that it's taken us a second here to get my group, up and running with the bodies that we need. I appreciate you for having the patience. You got patience of saints. But I'm pretty sure I literally asked every person over already. We were just waiting until somebody new hops on. But yeah, unless you guys got friends you want to invite or guildies or whatever, tell them, yo, find the group in the Molten Core. It will be good to go. That will help a bunch. But yeah. But yeah, I gotta do my delves though. Man. Have you guys done any Legion testing or Legion Remix testing at all on PTR? Because my plan for the night was to get some to eat and then go do a little bit of Legion Remix testing to get some footage, have some fun with it, and then get a video going. Because we got 11.25 on PTR too. The fact that we have 11.25 on PTR while we still are like first week into season 3 is diabolical. They should have done it next week, man. They should have done it next week, but maybe they're just trying to get everything out before the midnight announcement. Which is it a Monday, right? Or is it on Tuesday? Because I thought for some reason 19th was going to be a Tuesday. But it might just be a Monday. It's super early, which I do want to stream on that Monday though. I do want to be streaming that day for the announcement. Like full reaction and everything. Which means I'll need to try to see if I can fix my sleep schedule tonight and tomorrow. Alrighty, boys. We need one more. Uno Mas, man. Let's give it like I don't know, a couple more minutes and maybe we'll just call it early. Unless we can get that +1. And we might just have to have a longer stream on NA tomorrow. See if we get any duel games in or whatnot. Unless like Kalahari wants to join. Partners just spamming keys. If I could maybe, I don't know if any of the PvE homies started PvPing this season or whatever. If I get one of them in to like fill a slot, that'll also work out too. But yeah. But yeah, I also saw a bunch of stuff on Legion Remix in terms of like the rewards and whatever. It looks insane. And they got a new enchant for Legion Remix. I guess it was one of the achievements. You basically have this like Legion portal on your weapon. Which with some of the like the foul corrupted versions of the weapons and mods you can get from Legion, it looks insane. The mounts, yeah, they look real good. I haven't seen all of them, but I know that they got like the Order Hall questline mounts, but like in fell version. They're so good. I do think that Demon Hunters and Warlocks got gypped because they already had a green version of their mounts. But all of them is perfectly fine. Evoker not being available is lazy. Look, back in Legion, I guess for Mop Remix, you could play Evoker in Mop Remix, couldn't you? Yeah, I do kind of agree to some extent. Yeah, and not having Evoker during Legion Remix is, look, everything in Legion was tied to class design, order halls, artifact weapons, all of those things. Mob didn't have anything class designed, but Legion did. So it makes sense thematically for there to be no evokers. I don't disagree with you, it is kind of lazy, but I also don't think they're gonna go and make a whole order hall and a whole quest line and all the mission tables and all that other garbage you needed in order to give evokers a proper order hall. They just didn't exist back then. You know? So I feel like thematically it makes sense, but yeah, it is kind of lazy. Thematically it makes sense, but it is kind of lazy. Evoker Demon Hunter, but again, Mop had Evoker Demon Hunter, but even though those classes didn't exist back in Mob, they didn't have anything class specific for them either, right? They weren't needing some specific class quest line or an order hall style system or anything like that. You know, just an expansion. And the gear, I mean, I guess those classes didn't have tier sets back then, but also we didn't have tier sets in MOP Remix. And the gems were available for all classes. There weren't any class specific things. But the artifact weapons are class specific. So then we need to design 3 artifact weapons for those classes on order hall quest line, all that. It would have been cool if they did, but there's a lot. I imagine they decided to do it because there's just way too many systems are attached to the order halls and everything. But a little bit part of the aspects in the story could have been helping Eternus fix the other summons or some bland things. It could be a best place to flesh out evokers. Okay, so I feel like if they did add evoker questline and it was just bland and like last minute, not a lot of effort put in, people would complain even more. So I think if they're gonna do evokers in Legion Remix, give them a proper order hall, give them proper artifact weapons. It needs to be good, it needs to be unique, it needs to have a good storyline. It needs to have as much effort as they put in with every other class, which were good to the point where people played other classes just to see what the story was like in the order halls. It had high amount of replayability. That was one of the best parts of Legion. People wanted to play it because they wanted to see what other classes, how they experienced the game. It was part of the fun. And if they're like put in evoker stuff and they just make it half-baked, I think it's going to be worse than just not having them at that point. You know? Like, either put them in and do it right and do it good, or don't do it at all. And I think they decided to go with don't do it at all. So I feel like it's a damned if I do, damned if I don't. If they added and they put not a lot of effort, it just got dead in the water. You know? Sending one over. Thank you. Okay, we actually got ourselves a 5. With Johnny giving us a sacrifice, man. They gave us a sacrifice. Okay, Nasmushka is offline. Problem. Our rogue is offline. Nasmushka, are you around, my guy? No! Bro, you know that cat meme? The cat that just like holds its head and just screams? That's me, man. I'm just like, no! I thought we had 5. We do not. I'm gonna have to list it. Damn it. Damn it. Why do we have 1 missing? I'll give Nasmushka a second. Are we going in a bit or I have to go also in a bit? Haha. My guy, I'm doing my best to get a group together. Promise you. I'm trying. I'm playing DK in Legion Remix. I'm playing Demon Hunter. Expansion all about DHs. Yeah, I'm playing Demon Hunter, man. You have to play Demon Hunter. That's the right choice. In Pandaria, I played Shaman, and that was a good choice. Panda Shaman. This time, I'm playing Demon Hunter. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, do we need? Our group needs 1. Yeah, we picked up 1 from Shiny. Yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Yeah, we'll give it like a couple of minutes and we might just call EU, honestly, boys. We tried. We tried. EU is just not happening, unfortunately. EU duels are just not happening, unfortunately. I did my best, boys. I did my best. It's okay. We'll get it next time, right? Mission failed. We'll get it next time. Is Outlaw Combat in Legion? Outlaw in Legion. That's when we got Outlaw Rogues. It was in Legion. Because before that, in WoD, we were Combat Rogues, and then we became Outlaw Rogues. But yeah. Send your friend request future duels, mate? Yeah, definitely. Which one are you? What's your reality? What's your reality? So I can make sure I add the right person. But yeah, Shiny, definitely. Yeah, no, we had Outlaw Rogues by then. Kierlong. Let's say Kierang. You're wrong. Oh, there it is. Nice. Gotcha. I got you. Here, let me give you a note too, just so I know who is who. Shiny 5V5 1v1 Duels. Here we go. Let's see how it goes back, and it sounds fun. So they're not really bringing back the classes how they were back then. They're basically they're gonna do what they did from Pandaria. They took our current class design and threw us into Pandaria, but still we have the current class design. We didn't have the old class design back or anything. But we got to play around with Mr. Pandaria things and gear and gems and things like that. But basically it's how we currently play, just in that environment. And that's exactly what they're gonna do here as well. Amjo, yo, seriously? Got a 5th? Actually got a 5th? Yo. Okay, we're good. I think we're good. Team ready. We game. Queuing up, boys. Alright, Hamjo, you better stay where you are, my man. You better not go anywhere. We actually got a group. Surprisingly. We're gonna send you into, I don't know, Coveron. I don't know, dude. Coveron. Hopefully we have 5. At this point, just send it. Thanks for the heads up. All good, yeah. You don't really change the way that you play a class. Everything you learn now. It would have been awesome. I guess we're gonna have to wait until Legion Classic to play classes as they were. Outlaw Rogue was very weird back then. But you have a lot of similar benefits, like you have a lot of the talents you'd use now, not all of them, but some of them, were actual legendaries that you would equip. And basically legendaries work like as an extra talent point, an extra ability, more or less. Nowadays you can kind of just customize some of those powerful bonuses as a talent, as a capstone and things. But a lot of them came originally from either the artifact weapon, which was a bunch of passives, or it came from your legendaries. But no, this time around we're going back. We're going to have the artifact weapon. We won't have, I don't think, the same benefits of the weapon. It looks like they're going to be made a little bit more generic. But there is some customization. How you can do like a pathway of like nature pathway, or thunder pathway, or holy, fell, arcane. That should be really, really fun in terms of how you're going to customize it. 200 damage bonus from crafting between the eyes. Yeah, it was kind of crazy, man. Alright, switch. Got ourselves Lanthar over for the team 2. First up versus him, Joe off the bat. Question though, immediate walling. Question, are we looking like a Herald, or are we the Big Templar? The Big Hammer Gamer. Man's rushing in. Does he get himself the Big Hammer go? This is the Wake of Ashes. He needs to find a way to lock down Lenthar. Lenthar got himself plenty of range. Kill shots coming through. He's got himself pets spawning in. Bunch of bees slowing down Hamju. Kill commands back. Kill shots back to back. Honestly, if we were Dark Ranger, I feel like that damage would have been pretty insane. Because back arrow seems to do a lot. First aid immediately. Hamju is trying to see if he can catch up to the guy. Does still have every defensive. He just needs to find a way to close that gap against the Hunter one way or another. He just getting constantly slowed with even more pets joining in over and over. May need himself a shield of or something, anything. He's got himself, he's a Herald. Bubbles it off. Immediate Herald Gamer. I was hoping for a Big Templar Gamer. Big Hammer build. Turtle shell for Len, as Hammer does get himself a Wake of Ashes, wants to go for the big doll lights onto Len as soon as the turtle is down, as long as he can get a couple of those hammer drops. But he gets himself the full range away from you. As long as he can get one hammer, he does have to go for a Word of Glory on himself, unfortunately, just to get a lot of that healing. That should be enough healing over time, unless Lenthar just picks up even more damage. Hamja just trying to see if he can overlap a lot of the defense a little, but little mainly laying hands. Or no? I was thinking we'd have laying hands back up and available. Lenthar does have a bunch of pets available. If you can turn attention onto Shiny immediately, those pets should possibly... Okay, never mind. They disappear immediately as soon as you need them. As soon as you need them, they literally all disappear. Len does get himself a defensive with a wall and a freezing trap onto Shiny, but a couple of bleeds, couple of bites. And I think he's maybe going to go down. Faint death for a second. Fainted for a second. Still bleeding a little. Wall is helping him live a little bit there. And there's going to be a big bite at the end. Did he have himself that Beast Mastery self-heal? It's like Spirit Man or something? I think so, right? Maybe. Siona as a Drakthir Priest? I like that look. I like the full trench coat look, by the way. Drakthir Priest, actually Warlock Drakthir also really, really good. That glide ability is insane. But Siona, as long as you can get yourself a decent setup here, we'll need something. Eating a lot of bleeds into a stun, does go for the breath. PI and everything is available. Do you have yourself a big go? You are bleeding out little by little. You're gonna need that VE or something, anything. Shadow Crash onto Shiny. Doesn't get himself a proper setup. It's gonna be a Void Rift. Does get himself just a quick Rift just to get it up and running. Big burst immediately. Dark Ascension right after. Have some potential, lots of damage. Blast onto Shiny. Rift procking as he got himself full defenses while in bear form. I like that set, by the way. That looks so good. The color schemes of the PvP set look insane, dude. Actually insane. So Siona, I want to call her Sonya. I don't know why when I see the name I want to call her Sonya. Fear off of that Convoke. I don't even know what happened to Convoke. I was thinking bites were gonna go flying, but they didn't. Rift just gonna stop the Rift immediately just for that extra volley. Shiny is kind of slowed down. I think that's why Siona cancels the Rift, because they don't have the Rift while moving. They have the orb, the Rift, that slows the target by 80% if they can get it on top of the target immediately. I think that's why they cancel it immediately, just to get himself that volley to follow after, as it does a ton of damage all by itself. Shiny, try to see if you can back up out of there. Should not be dealing with too many dots. Eyes are available, so if Siona wants to pick up eyes on the left-hand side, that is not a bad move, honestly. Not a terrible move. Does land a stun. Potentially a fear off with it. Is going to be able to maybe get a proper fear. No, just gonna go for a Rift. Does not go for the volley to follow after. The Rift itself is slowly making its way over. Trying to get it slow, trying to get some damage on the Shiny. But unless you get him in the proper fear, slow combo, everything available, or potentially any slows like a Siphon or something, you're not really going to be able to hold a Druid down whatsoever. Eyes are still available behind you, as well as on the far side of the arena as well. Unless you can somehow find a way to catch up to Shiny, and as a Priest, I highly doubt you're going to be able to easily catch up. Does get himself a shield ahead of time. Stunned by Shiny, but somehow shifts out of form. Fear, goes for a Trinket, break it out of it. Siphon down, Basher to Siona. Do they have to go defensive? They might just need to blow some kind of defensive, trying to get some casts in. As whatever instant cast you got versus Shiny is going to get a Rift for a second. She's able to get a lot of damage. Dark Ascension does get interrupted. May need something here. Does have himself a bit of a desperate pair. Shiny's still taking a lot of damage though. Barskin's off with this big volley right after him. Trying to get some more burst. No Skull Bash for Shiny for a second. Siona does go in for a full disperse. Eyes are still available behind them. PI was used but wasn't really able to capitalize too much onto Shiny. As long as you can get a kick out of the Druid, you'll be fine. You just gotta get kicked by the Druid and you can do a bunch of damage. Kicks on Holy, gives you an opportunity to go for a fear. VE is still available in case they want to use it. Does get himself another Rift, potentially a Torrent. Does get DP. That's possibly quite a bit of damage on the Shiny, who's trying to see if he can delay it. The Rift is gonna pop. It does a decent bit of damage. I think it reaches you. At least I'm pretty sure it does. I feel like the Rift has a little bit of like a leeway to it. Ursul's down, catches Siona. Priest, however, is just unable to catch up to the Druid. Lack of mobility on this class. Unless they give Priest actually good mobility someday. Like, those feathers they're putting down, they're helpful. And they give Priest more mobility than I think they've had in a very, very long while. But it is a little bit rough. Does get himself full burst, potentially if you can get himself a big Rift. If you can lock down Shiny in place, does get him in a full slow. Big Rift, get it loaded up. Wall right after, tries to see if you can power shift out of it, the slow out of the side feed, as well as the other feed joining in. Bash onto Siona, goes in for a Cyclone, can potentially fade it. Lots of damage on the Shiny, rotting down little by little. Heart of the Wild, as well as Bear for himself. Heal with Fancy, keeping him barely alive. The pet still around the corner, Convoke, trying to see if he can give himself a little bit of healing. Siona catching up a little bit of heals himself. Should be able to get a top. Shiny does not let him get a proper stealth. Rake Stun opener does go for the main right after. Siona has some defenses in case they need to. As long as you can get yourself a proper setup versus Shiny, you'll be good to go. Dark Ascension off of that fear of Void Torrent, everything available. You just gotta find a way to slow them. Stun, perfect. Trinket, you just gotta keep them slowed. You just try to see if you can leap out of the Rift. I think able to escape the Rift, barely though. Barely. I was gonna say tentacles are up, but they're not doing anything. They're just waving and shining and saying hello, but that's about it. Dude, these tentacles are the worst. Is that a pet tentacle? Because it definitely took a swarm. Do they do anything? Or do they like stop doing damage when they like lose the target? I think they spawn in every time he does his torrent. Pretty sure. Big burst out for Shiny. But a Trinket out for Siona. Does get a Void Rift, everything available. Is that going to be a stun combo? He needs to find a way to lock down Shiny, keep him in the Rift as best as possible. If you can do that, that'd be a huge bit of damage. Shiny not going anywhere. Takes a big hit from the Rift. That's an opportunity for Siona to maybe follow up. Still PI is available. Shadow Crash on his Shiny, always going to connect. Look at the tentacles. They're just waving hello, but that's about all they're doing. Look at him wave, even though he's not new, but he'll see you. You tentacle. doing nothing. Stun onto Shiny, does give himself another Shadow Crash, sweet stun onto Siona. Fear right after, no trinket available for the Feral Druid. Big damage off for Siona, binds her after for the Feral, does gonna disperse Shiny. Does he go down here? There's gonna be a full re-heal for Siona. Shiny looking for a couple of regrowths. I think this is the hardest the Shadow Priest had to fight. The Feral Druid is definitely not a best matchup for them whatsoever. Needs a shield, needs someone to live. Just a little bit of damage. Shadow Word Death could put you in a bad spot. Oh, the Shadow Word Death home the Feral Druid. Trying to see if he can execute him, but no. He tried. He tried so hard. Shiny, however, does survive it. Avoiding the death and decays with Leo literally waddling in between his mount feet. Between his mouth's big old claws, man, just weaving in between of them, and Leo was none the wiser. Shiny landing himself a big convoke re-heal, does not get a proper stun as Leo picking up the eyes. Shiny has bar skin, made to use it immediately. Barrel form, he's just got to play defense, I think. There's nothing he can do. Silence, so you can only frenzy region. Bash on Leo, but he IBFs it. Oh my god, what was that hit of the end? What is that hit of the end? SP is up next, though, from one priest into the next. Are we playing also Archon? Oh, actually, are we playing Archon or are we playing Rift? That is the question. That is the question. Oh, also, I like how Leo had himself the what is it? The Gladiator lookalike mount, and SP got himself the real Gladiator mount. You know what I mean? We got the original, and we got the copy, dude. We got the original, the champ, as we got ourselves the dollar store version. The armor definitely makes. The armor maketh the man, but I feel like the shadow form too makes the mount look even cooler, to be honest. Silence on the Shadow Priest is gonna go for a trinket. Got himself maybe potentially disperse here. Root onto Leo, backing up out of there immediately. Horses, hold your horses. Literally holding the horses for the man. Got himself Wraith Walk, blind for a second. Shadow Crash still able to connect. SP got himself VE, potentially it's gonna be huge for damage. Dark Ascension is available. He's got himself big volleys flying all over the place. Leo will not be hit by those unless he just randomly runs into them. Got himself Lichborn. SP, this could be an opportunity for you to make some damage happen. Try to go for fear. Does Lichborn it? Gonna be a disperse. He's basically having to go offensive and defensive at the same time. Technically, he's got himself a lots of output with the Dark Archangel, but he just has to play defensive. Lichborn completely messes up his fear. He's gonna have to wait until I think 10 seconds until the fear is back up and available, but then he can maybe do some kind of a combo setup versus Leo. Silence also is necessary. Stun also necessary. Leo slowed him down. He's able to break out of fear really quickly though. Stun onto SP. I think it might be lights here. Yeah, the Death Knight versus Shadow Priest. There's only so much you can do. Flies up next, charging in. He's got some potential lots of damage. Stun onto Leo. Does get hit with the silence. That is still breath out of Leo. He's got himself a lot of passive damage just rolling out. Fly's taking a little bit of damage. Trying to see if he can close the gap. Fear Sigil around the corner does not connect, unfortunately, and the Chain of Eyes slow is brutal. Is that from the Death Knight, or is that from Trollbane, the slow? Because both of them can apply Chain of Ice, except Trollbane's can like shatter, and it's also slow. Flies with a trinket, not really sure what was happening, kind of stuck against the wall, trying to go for a stun. Leo just avoids it with an IBF, just blasting out the Demon Hunter Cell, completely shattering it little by little. The Fly just needs I mean, there's not much you can really do at this point. The Hunt. Last ditch effort. Tama, last one left over for the team one, charging out. Nice, those up absolutely. Yeah, it took us a little bit of time to get these up and running. Not gonna lie. Let's go for a nice little wave. Look at this guy. Bro, how do they always find a way to make pandas look so goofy? Look at that helm. What? How do they find like somebody at Blizz out here, dude? Pandas always look so goofy with so many helm mods in particular. Like somebody at Blizzard is mathematically designing a lot of the helmets to fit pandas the goofiest. I feel like as if at this point it's got to be on purpose, right? Look at him. Look at that helm. Like his whole snout and everything is so smooshed in. It looks so wide. It looks like comical, dude. It looks like a Disney cartoon. Pandas and helms just don't go well together at all. You can have the most badass helm, but if you put on a panda, they find a way to make it the goofiest thing ever. Mathematically designed in a lab, thousands of feet underground, man, using an atomic computer. Swear to God, dude. Big defenses out for Leo. Blind on Tama, no longer has a block. This is going to be really an all-out between the two. Can Leo reconnect? AMS last second. Tama's still dying, though. I don't know what's killing him. But Leo takes him out. What is the dot damage that Leo did? What is this dot damage you did to the man? He was just dying while he's super far away. And Leo swings out a 4-0 at the end. What a duel. What a duel. Let's see if we can get ourselves one more for the road here, chat. One more for the road. One more run. One more match. Tama and Johnny, let me know if your teams are ready. Or hit me with the bad news. I could take it. I could totally take it. I'm definitely not gonna get upsetty. Definitely not gonna get upsetty, spaghetti. What is your mom? Oh, I actually like that. I didn't know you were chill like that. Do your thing. Good luck and choose, man. It does look goofy. Bro, mathematically, they're designed to be the goofiest thing in the world. Tom is ready, and so John needs one. Johnny, let's the group in LFG. I will literally give it 1 minute. And if we don't get a group in a minute, we'll call it. We tried. I'm the Paladin. I'm always here. What's up, big man? How you doing, my guy? The big man, dude. I feel like that's such a Paladin name. The big man. You better be playing the Templar, right? Better be playing the big Templar. Dropping the big nukes. 100 got 70k DPS increase helm already. Simon at 5.5 mils from 100 without 4 set. Oh, what's happening? Do you need my help? Oh wow, everybody bounced. I didn't realize everybody bounced. We'll call it. We'll call it for the night. I think we'll call it for the night. All right, we'll call it, boys. We tried. Hey, EU, we tried our best, man. We tried our best, but we didn't succeed. Mission failed. We'll get it next time. More games next week. We only got a couple of them tonight. Tomorrow is going to be NA. We're going to play as many games as we can. Try to see if we can get all these regular boys in there. Have some fun with it. Yada, yada. All that good stuff. Chat. Thank you all so much for coming in and being patient with me tonight. I appreciate you. You guys have a wonderful evening. Have some good food. Have a good relaxed session. Play some WoW. Don't ruin your sleep schedule like I have been doing over these past few days. And yeah, good luck pushing in your arenas. Have some fun with it. Get your weeklies out of the way, man. All that good stuff. EU will be back next week for more duels Friday, and hopefully we'll have a lot more regulars available. Same time, same place, same everything. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for NA duels. Then no stream Sunday, and we'll be back Monday for that big midnight announcement stream. We'll be watching Gamescom and everything to announce. And apparently there's going to be a big WoW announcement and everything. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And I'll see all of you. Sorry about that. I'll see all of you tomorrow, chat. Alrighty, boys? Alrighty. You guys have a good one. Peace.
I want percentage, yeah. Put you in your mind like fucking Guinness, yeah. You never had a chance like an abortion. Broken, you don't wanna play with me to forfeit. Shit, took it to a place that never thought he could. Now the lone wolf is howling up in Bollywood. Now I got some confidence, they call me cocky. Put your fucking tiger in the eye, I feel like Rocky. I am untouchable, I cannot fuck with you. I do not follow rules, makes me uncomfortable. I got all this passion and desire, force my path with the fire. Never passive, I acquire till I'm crashing your empire. They was sleeping, they was snooze on me. I was dreaming about what food to eat. Why they sleeping, why they snoozed on me? I was seizing opportunity. Now they don't know what to do.